Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate you clicking through. Look, if you don't know me already, my name's Jack Black. What I want to do is I want to take you back in time, if you're from the UK, to those early days of the National Lottery. And maybe you remember there was live TV shows. You'd have bought your ticket kind of thing, sat there maybe with your family 5, 10 minutes before it came on, and all of you would be projecting your consciousness into the future, maybe a future that's only minutes away, where your numbers are read out or you see them on the screen and you're suddenly elated and there's joy all over the family. And beyond that, you may be thinking about the things you're going to do with all the money, where you were going to go, the places you would visit, how much you would share with family and friends. And it was really, really exciting. And then a few minutes later, it all went away because you didn't win. But what if we could find that same level of enthusiasm, the same level of excitement for our own lives, that we project our minds into the future, but we actually know that which we really, really desire, there is an unbelievably positive, powerful possibility that you will actually achieve it, that you can influence things that are minutes away, hours away, weeks, months, years away, because you're going to learn how to use your mind in a different kind of way than you've ever done before. Learn to use your brain the way it was meant to be worked, so that you show up being the very, very best version of yourself. Now, in October 10th and 11th in Glasgow, I'm doing a one-day course each day. And I'm going to be sharing with you timeless wisdom and these amazing tools and techniques that I've been sharing for 30 years all around the world. Look, over 500,000 people have been in front of me in audiences in every continent except South America. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of companies, up and down organisations and across all sectors. And why would they come to the programmes? Because what I teach works. Now, you know what? The ridiculous thing is it's only going to cost £100 per person for them to be there. And you can send as many of your people, especially if you're a decision maker. Who can you think of right now who would love to show up every day being a better version of themselves? Who would love to see having far more confidence? Who would love to see being very, very clear about their expectations of their impact on critical meetings and events? Because they're going to learn all those techniques. And just think about this, how your rest of your colleagues who don't come to the programme won't quite be able to articulate what's going on, but they will know there's a difference. Because the people who come back from the training do have not only an intellectual experience of, wow, that was amazing, but this is more important, amazing tools and techniques that they can use for the rest of their life to massively improve their performance. Now look, it's a ridiculous fee, but all of it's going to a charity. That's why every single penny, I'm not taking anything. It's going to be going to help those who are less fortunate than you and I, who are struggling to live in the streets, especially women in our city centres at night in Scotland, and particularly in Glasgow. How good is it that you can send people, bring yourself, learn all this amazing stuff, but give directly something back to those who are less fortunate than yourself? You know, what's going to happen on that programme? The people who turn up, things are going to happen to them that otherwise would never happen to them. They're going to learn how to attract people, places, opportunities, ideas. That's going to massively change the destiny of their life. Now, how can I say that with confidence? Because I've been doing it for over 30 years. And here's the thing, I've done it myself. You can go business class, first class, halfway around the world, sit somewhere and do a course with some other person that could cost up to, say, £10,000. I've done it, and be really inspired, intellectually amazed, feel wow as you come out. But 10 years on, 20 years on, 30 years on, do you still remember what you learned? Do you still use what you've learned? Unlikely. But people show up at my events and they tell me, I did your course 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and so on. And they're still using the tools and techniques, and it's why they're now CEOs, or listen to this, from a standing start to a billionaire, who are successful authors and doing all kinds of things they otherwise would never have done. And all because someone like you, if you're a decision maker, decided to send them on a course with me. Those people who invested in them never regretted that. And those who gave up, listen to this, a day of your life to learn new tools and techniques that will serve you for the rest of your life and absolutely work, it's just extraordinary. So you can look forward, if you're coming to this, to come back with a unshakable growth mindset that just delivers day upon day the best version of yourself showing up. Your communication will improve. Listen to this, your problem solving will improve. Your creativity will improve. In fact, you're going to show up with an enthusiasm for the future, just like the people sat there on those nights before the lottery was drawn with all that expectation and all that excitement. But this time, they're actually going to be able to manifest those futures that they truly desire. Because after 30 years, the tools and techniques work. After 30 years, if what I was teaching didn't work, I'd have been found out long before now. Look, there'll be a link down below here for how you can go and book just now, but I want you to think not only about yourself, who should you send to this? Maybe family member, a friend, maybe a loved one, certainly colleagues, maybe yourself, that can come along and lift everything to another level. You know, we're facing massive, complex and ever increasing change. The complexity of life has just got amazing. But what if you can tie into a level of intellect that you don't even know exists, that you're going to have access to? A much better you, a much bigger you, a much brighter you, a much more enthused you, a much healthier you. All because you come and sit and listen to me for a day and I fill you with tools and techniques that are guaranteed to work. I tell you what, why don't you just come along, and if you find it's nonsense, we'll even give you back your 100 quid. How good is that? But the 100 quid will be going to someone who desperately needs it. Someone who can never afford a lottery ticket. But you're not going into a lottery draw. You're going in to participate in something that will absolutely change the rest of your life, you see, because people, places, opportunities and ideas are going to come to you because you attend that otherwise will never occur in your life. How good is that? I can't wait to share it, especially with a Glasgow audience or a Scottish audience. And feel free to come across the sea or come up from England. We're going to have a great couple of days. I hope to see you there. All the best now. Thanks for watching. Bye now.